Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Okay. I'm gonna wear this lipstick off so quickly. I am currently, for work, writing about the locust plague in 1874 Nebraska. I know you're thrilled. But what's really interesting that I just discovered is that they're actually extinct as of, I think, 2014. They are no longer in existence. That 2004, that kind of grasshopper is no longer alive, which is oddly good and bad at the same time. It's odd to say that about something that's an animal, but thanks for the follow, Olibo, Ginger Snap. I'll send you both prezzies. This is, or at least I'll send it to Ginger Snap because Olibo is, I think, EU. So this is Van Gogh being a bud. In case you want to see him, there he is. He just needs attention all the time. My other cat is off doing his cat stuff. Kitty business. So we're gonna get some things done today, and then we're going to get the PvP done, because God knows the potato is due tomorrow. So is back to Skyrim. So I hope you have builds. Here's the link. There you go. We have builds together. Hopefully they won't be forgotten. I need to make sure that my permissions are right on both houses so that people can go see them. And we are going to do some corrections today after I finish the PvP crap, because I want to correct some house chores that I did that were flawed. Things that I missed that people were upset about and sent me messages about, saying, hey, you missed my X room. Could you go back and fix it? Sure. Happy to. So we will do that. No, that's the way it should be. We are a little laggy too. I'm a little laggy. I shouldn't say we. That's such a weird thing. A lot of people do that, and it's just odd. Don't forget to not buy any of the PvP type stuff you can get to flip, like Aldmeri Dominion design, or Akaviri, or anything like that, because you're gonna regret it because it won't sell. It is currently PvP time, and until it's over, I mean, you could do it to save something for cheap for later, but don't do it to flip now, because you're going to lose money on the deal. Just looking out for you. Getting this business done with, and then we're going to do some exploration. Do I have my house list open? I do not. Permit drops are on, supposedly. Theoretically. Get rid of all this junk. All right. I'm doing a little bit of a /mm missing. If you're not aware of what that is, it's a built-in command in Master Merchant that will go through and look for any lost sales. This is for Ginger Snap. Not Bone Snap, Ginger Snap. There you go. All right. I do appreciate the follows. They're really, you know, the main point of all of this. I know some people are watching Swankery, some people are watching Skittlebutt. There's some people who are streaming right now that don't often stream, so I don't care if no one's here right now. If that's the case, it's fine with me. Get some noobs, some newbie streamers some attention. Although I don't know if Skittle's new. I know Swank is. Okay. Let's list some crap. At least the little guy just settled down on my lap instead of being annoying. In case you're wondering, I'm obsessive compulsive about the way that I list things, so I apologize if it's weird, and if you're trying to figure it out, don't, because it's so, I have such a weird system. It's bizarre. Hey, Miss Stormy, how are you this morning? I am dreading doing PvP. But I'll do it. Get it over with. The markets are crazy this morning. Or yesterday even. I spent a lot of time yesterday shopping to get inventory, and it kind of amazed me just how crazy the markets are. It's like, really, most people don't have anything for sale, which amazes me. Not really sure what's going on. Ah, gotcha. I am also awake and not doing housework. I should be working, but I do this instead. I'm working on an article on Nebraska 1870s for a locust plague, because that's fascinating. This is my life. But it's actually more interesting than I give it credit for. So I'd rather be reading about that than, you know, doing math or something. It's actually not as bad as it could be. I should just suck it up and do it. I wonder if I would get bored with any job, you know, and start like dreading all of them. This isn't really a rando, but it kind of is, because Squirrel is one of our followers, so she's not really rando. Squirrel! Hey, Zerbs. We're going to Squirrel's house. And then we're going to do things. But first, we're going to see a Sisters of the Sands apartment. As we do. If it ever loads. Boring. Bored now. Load. Yeah, anyway, so I found a bunch of interesting articles on these locusts. What was really fascinating to me is that, oh, how beautiful. Oh, so many good things. All right, so, oh, I'm in love with so much of this. So this is Squirrel, and they buried this bookcase inside a tree stump, which are very affordable tree stumps. You can get them at the furnishing vendors. And then they put a light and even a little statue in there, making it look so real and like it's being used. And we've got petals falling. We've got a pet butterfly giving things movement. And the lighting is so pretty. It's this pinkish red, and the back is FX, of course. And I'm loving it. It's beautiful. Also, the ground is FX. That's dirt. So it's really nice. Such a lush and beautiful little room. People are getting better every day. They really are, you know? It's so much fun to watch people getting better at things. I have to check my since the contests start tomorrow, I have to make sure my permissions are right. But what was interesting is I was reading that these locusts didn't just eat everything like grass and trees and whatnot. They ate the wool off of sheep, the paint off wagons, and handles off of pitchforks. That's insane. I had no idea that they ate that kind of stuff. And that they were common to stop trains even, because the trains would squish their bodies on the tracks, and so the tracks would get really slippery and it could derail trains. Isn't that insane? Or they could just not get traction to even get going. So it's nuts that these things these locusts could do en masse. Kind of crazy. What? Make up your mind where you want to be. All right, that's right. Visitor. I don't think there's any effects in this. All right. And that means I just gotta check my other one, which is potato and then Kragenholm. No, Mistvale. No, not Mistvale. Jesus, Karen. Wake up, Moonmirth. And this should be my primary. I am going to turn this into my primary. So when you tuned in today, I don't know that you actually thought that you were going to learn about locusts, but you just did. I found the most amazing house yesterday, or a couple of them, of guildies who aren't even involved with EHT at all. So it was just like complete and utter luck that I was able to find out that they were such good builders. All right. Step 1. Make sure this is set to visitor. Hey, Vilsadal. Step 2, make this my primary. There we go. This is the final version of my Breeze home. So that's that. All right, let's do a real rando. Squirrel isn't really a real rando. I wonder if there will be one. Let's. Cranor isn't really random, but he doesn't show up much, so we can do Cranors. Cranor has a really specific style. He's very he uses a lot of EHT. And hey, Lavathi, he has a very playful style. Like he reminds me, and he's a grown man, so this is not. I'm not trying to put him down, but he reminds me of like a little kid playing with action figures. He has like a whole story behind them, and like they're usually soldiers, and there's usually some sort of war going on, but it's so imaginative. It's like a kid's imagination, you know, so expansive and wild. And I really do enjoy his homes because of that. It sounds insulting, but I don't mean it to be. Oh, but he may not have even done much with this yet, because he's only got 156 stuff things in it, and he's got 15 effects. That does not sound like Cranor. He must be in the midst of working on this. You know, he's usually the guy who has a lot of effects, but we'll take a peek around, see if he's done anything. We can always come back some other time. But yeah, so we're gonna do the crappy PvP that Stabby doesn't want to do, and then we're gonna look at corrections. I have a oh, look at it, they used my. Aww. the tower. That makes me happy. That pleases Stabbies. Alright, I'm not good at this. I don't really know this house very well. But, you know, I've seen some amazing things done with this house that gives me the feeling like there could be a redemption for this house. Yeah, that's been agreed. But I don't know what form it, you know, it would take for me. But I've seen some pretty amazing builds that are almost make me want to buy the house. But it is almost and not quite. Also, fair warning, I did something stupid, but that's okay. I bought the Imperial music box without previewing it or listening to it. Don't make that mistake because it's red diamond. Red diamond, the hearts and souls of men. Oh my god. Yes, but it's not just the lava you can work with. I've seen somebody else do some really nice stuff here. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is really quite the sight. I like it. Anyway, okay. Let's go to somewhere and then we'll do the PvP crap. Crap it is. Okay, don't forget to set your homes to primary if you're in DDA. So you have your homes ready for tomorrow. Tours. It's Skyrim is the theme. So make sure you set your houses. Now, and if you did the potato, you absolutely have to send your mail to Jhart. Hey Vic, you're still dark blue. Absolutely send your entry to Jhart via mail, or you can do it on the forums and let him know about your potato house. Because I know some people were putting off letting him know, which is fine, except for the fact that the contest is going to be tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time it's going to be, but that's the date. I love you, Volcidal. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's hope this is gonna be okay. How do I friggin' join this? There is so much that I really don't understand about PvP. Not the least of which is how to enter it. There we go. It's not obvious, and I've been seeing a lot of people asking very basic questions on how to do it. I do not understand any of this. I don't understand the champion points. I don't understand the numbers of day levels, I just don't get it. There's a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense to me. I know there's this extensive, long thing with when they first teach you about it, like they teach you how to use all the siege weapons and whatnot. But it just feels so unexplained, and like there's a learning curve perhaps for newbies. Maybe what it is maybe it's something that's obvious to people who have been playing longer than I have, how to do things. That could be what it is. It's like, you know, not obvious to me, but it's obvious to somebody who's played PvP in other games. That could be what it is. I personally don't know. All right, so where's the town? Right here, right? So let's go to there. Get this shit over with. And when I say shit, I mean shit. Ugh. PvP, how I hate thee. Let me count the ways. Toxic players. It's just the beginning. Alright. Not understanding it. Not really wanting to understand it. Being forced to come here. Being unable to do delves or anything else that might be dangerous. Because then I get murdered. Murdered. It just isn't my idea of fun. Just saying. I mean, it might be. I see the potential for it to become fun. That's the thing. That's what drives me nuts. Is that if I could come in this area and explore and read all of the texts and do all the delves, and I don't even need rewards. I just want to explore. But I can't because I'm going to get eaten alive by some sick, sadistic bastard who just wants to kill me over and over again. That's what bugs me about it. It's like, why give those people the pleasure? Maybe. I don't know that I want one, though. Because it's like, unless you come in with a Zerg, people are just tools. And I don't know that I really want to... Yeah. There's always going to be that one guy, though. And if they can tell you're a noob, they're going to eat you. It doesn't matter if you're a tank or not. If they know you're a noob like I am, so obviously a noob, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get killed over and over. Simple as that. It's kind of amazing how many people I've seen asking for other people to let them... Oh, I have to use my thinger, don't I? I don't have it in my inventory. Whoopsie. Can't really use my thinger then, huh? See, this is why it would have been better if it was in Memento. Then I would have always had it on me. Oh well. If I cared about points, I would be upset. But I don't. Alright. Take this. Take it! Take it! What'd I get? Junk. Stuff I'm not gonna use. Alright. Now what? Now what do you want me to do so for today's? What am I doing? I didn't even read it. I'm terrible. Deliver orders to the spy. Oh, that's a fairly easy one. But yeah, I've been seeing people in some of my guilds asking for other people to come in cross-faction and to let them kill them over and over again so they can get their skills up or their numbers up for Telvar or whatever it is. And that's just crap. Like, I don't know. Isn't that cheating? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It feels like cheating to me. Feels like the kind of thing that you would think that the game would want to prevent happening. Alright. That's a place. I'm gonna get out. I am tempted to just take one day and just drive around and pick up all of the texts that I can. You assume I know. I'm going back to the Farragut Keep so I can go back to town and leave. Like, as in, go back to the gates and leave. I picked up one, did one, turned it in. Okay, I did one that I'd done already. So I basically just started by turning something in. And then now I'm just going to leave because I have one completed to turn in tomorrow. Basically, I get one done and leave it waiting. Yeah, no, I didn't turn this one in. The one for the spy, I didn't turn that one in yet. That one's for tomorrow. I'm trying to be fast so I don't have to deal with this crap. I don't like this stuff. Why can't we all just get along? Yeah, I'm not explaining it well, all, but you get what I'm saying. I just want to get along with everybody. I don't want to fight. I went to IC once. That was horrible. I honestly could not find my way around. So can someone explain to me what the point would be of me taking the Elder Scroll? Wouldn't I want to leave it there? Like, I don't understand why they're letting me on my faction take the Elder Scroll from my area. It seems like that could only lead to mischief. I don't understand this stuff. Yes, exactly. That's why I just get it done ahead of time. It just seems like that could only lead to cheating, don't you think? Maybe that's just me. Just getting out of here. Wow, that's not right. Traitors. Traitors. Okay. I've got a list of people I got to deal with. Well, Lorian's the wrong side. That's wrong. Okay. Kimmy Mai. I believe Kimmy Mai is NA. I think. Yes, Kimmy Mai is NA. Okay. So let's do Kimmy. They asked me to. Alright, where is it? They said Autumn's Gate is a witch house. They want me to see. Hope I'm spelling this right. That's not open. Am I on crack? This is Grand Psijic Villa. Right, but that's my point. Is like, what would be the point of allowing me to even be able to get that? I don't have permissions. Let me. I mean, why? What would I do with it? It sound cheatery. It feels cheatery. Okay, let's do Antiostasis Strident Springs while I'm waiting. Yes. I'm a quick typer. I taught myself how to type when I was in 3rd grade. Ooh. My mom was a typist for a long time. Well over 100 words a minute. Is it words or letters? I forget what her number was. But yeah, I learned using a typing program when I was like in 3rd grade. Taught myself. This was before they taught computers in school, let alone any typing or anything. So I was such a weird kid, always figuring out stuff that I wanted to do that was unusual. I had a lot of potential as a kid. Okay, see ya. Antiostasia. This is their strident. 600 items out of 600. No effects. But Antiostacia's got some real talent. One of their houses I looked at yesterday was just spectacular. So I wanted to show you all the cool things going on in this house as well. We've got a stage with people watching, affordable chairs no less. And then back here we have a little torturous area, it seems like. But look at this usage of that achievement to make it look like there's a sea monster. I feel like there's a lot we could do with this. If you used a bunch of them, maybe you could have like a sea monster battle. That would totally crack me up. Or pretend they're seahorses somehow. Add them a bottom half and then make them a bunch of seahorses together. What's a group of horses called? A herd? A herd of seahorses. See, I used to know this stuff. And then I lost my brain when I got RA. Like, words don't come anymore. Like, basic things. Like, I could look at a dishwasher and not be able to think of the word for what its name is. I love the colors. Okay. So this is the interior. There's some neat things going on here with how they're able to show things. And then look at this beautiful feast here. There's a lot going on. This is a sunken hosta, probably upside down. It's just kind of amazing what kind of meals she's made. She's cobbled. I'm calling her a she because her name is Auntie, so I'm assuming. I probably shouldn't, but I assume. And a lovely fireplace, handmade. Gotta send that to Chrysaea. Oh, I got something I sell. Buy my crap. Oh, you won't buy the keep stuff? Well, then I'll destroy it. Ha! Auntie also doing something I really like here by placing these items in the cubby holes. If you have the items, yeah, item count, it just makes all the difference. I love all the little details. The pottery is just weird, but cool. Like, I like it, but it's unexpected. The wall pottery. Nice little bedroom. Odd angle for the bed, which I actually like. Kind of draws the eye. Even though it's... Because it's on an angle, it really does draw the eye. And that's the little bedroom. And that's that. That's Antiostacia's strident. Okay. Excuse me. Let me look at the next thing I'm expected to do in the list of corrections. Okay. Vind. I think that's silver vind. Yep. Greek vamp. Okay, so I want to read you this. There's no way I'm going to be able to figure this out. But there is, Greek Vamp has a puzzle in one of his houses that I didn't know about. And the house's silent magnifico is it's a prison. But I didn't realize there was a puzzle in it, apparently. He says, it's not just one cell, it's one of my most advanced builds. Because the wall's items are placed on a pixel because it's actually a puzzle. You need to escape the prison by moving from cell to cell and finally escape through the door on the second floor. So while I'm offering 500K for your stream viewers if I can do it, taking out 50K for each hint by your viewers. Only 7 did it without many hints. You need to escape only by clicking the door upstairs. I'll give you 2 free hints, one for each floor. First floor, some walls are broken, and if you try, you can squeeze through them. Second floor, sometimes the obvious path jump is not the way to go. So this is the prison that we were talking about. I thought it was just this one room, just with interesting decor outside. But it turns out that there's more to it. So I think that there's some sort of way to sneak through to another part of things. I'm just not sure. Did I just get stuck? I'm not sure how. But I can see up. Can I go up is the question. Maybe. Aha! Up. Are we able to get up? How would I be able to get up? The toilet bowl. Oh my goodness, I can't tell what's going on here except... Boom! I broke into the next room! Look at me! I did it. Okay. Now how to break out of this room. Oh! This one looks simpler. There we go. Boom. This is crazy. It's also beautiful. Like if you're looking at it, it's just there's a lot going on. So it seems. How do I get past this rock? I'm too fat to get past the rock. But, did I do it? Yep, I got past the rock. Neat. Wait a minute, I broke out of the first floor cells. This is tricky as hell, though, I'll tell you that. Now I need to figure out how to get upstairs. Yeah, this is a really good idea, but it's also really kind of complex. So for this floor, he said, the obvious way is not always the way to go. But I'd be stupid if I didn't look what's up here. Even though stabbies can't jump. I'm not sure there is anything up here. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Alright. Ah! There we go. The obvious way was not the way to go. Okay. How do I get through this? Do I crouch? Can I crouch? No. Or perhaps this was the obvious way and this is the way that you don't go. And I found the proper way the first time with the boxes. I'm not sure. I keep bopping my head with the boxes though. There's got to be a way. That is non-obvious. There's something about this block here. Hey, Lavathi. Hello again. Maybe jump on the fire. Maybe jumping on the fire will help. If I can. But the problem is I can't jump. You know? Like if I was... better at jump... Ah! This could be it. No, there's so many ways. I don't know which way to try. Come on, Karen. Maybe I'm... what's killing me is I'm not even sure I'm doing the right thing. Like, I don't know if I'm trying to get up on the right platform, if this is just totally the wrong way, or what. Gah! Driving me nuts. Are you driving me nuts? What just happened? Oh, I fell down. I was like, wait, something happened. Yeah, you fell on your ass. I need to figure out how to do this. I can't. This must be the obvious way that he was talking about. And this... is confusing. Wonder if your character is just genuinely too big to do certain things. I wonder if I had like a gnome or something I could fit through things. Gnome. What do you think you can see, Lavathi? Alright, you come up on this side, and that's how you get up to that height. So how do you get up here and stay up here, if you can? This is driving me nuts. Could this not be the way up? This is not the way up, I'm guessing. This is crazy making. If anyone has hints, I'll take them. I don't know. I'm bad at puzzles. Got further than I expected myself to get, though, I'll tell you that. There's nothing here, though. That's the problem. I don't see anything here. So I can't imagine you're just meant to jump anywhere from here when there's nothing here. On the behind this. Is this the ivy you meant? There's no way I'll be able to jump onto that. See? It's just not possible for stabbies. Oh my god, if that's what it is, I'm gonna stab myself in the face. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to jump it. I think it's this to that. Somehow. But I can't jump like that. Like, I think you're supposed to somehow... Yes, I just love that. Mm. You know, the number one rule of this thing is stabbies can't jump. And what am I doing? Jumping. Yes. No. Stabbies cannot do this. Any advice? Anyone? Or I'm gonna give up soon. Yeah, as if he would leave magic carpet on to do this. Allow me to do this. I don't think so. That's what I'm looking at. Some sort of rope. But also that wall looks a little... Yeah, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get onto that rock. So... I'm supposed to jump it. There's no EHT in this. This is entirely hand done. No effects whatsoever. I did it! Sweet. Okay. Lavathi got this one. Oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare. Me trying to jump this and stay jumped. My hands don't react properly because of the RA. So I can't like make my thumb press in the proper amount of time to jump. This is why stabbies can't jump. Okay, I gotta jump before I run, right? I think that's what I need to do. Get to here and then jump, run. Nope, doesn't work. It's not okay when everybody's watching and I'm trying to do this with, like, not boring you guys. Anyone have a ladder? This is absolutely infuriating, I'm sure, to watch for anybody who's dexterous. Got it. All right. Oop. I was trying to angle myself so I could jump properly, and then I fell. I'll get it. One day. Man, I keep stopping at the wrong point. I keep going just a tiny bit too far. So we'll start right here. And then I'll not jump properly. This is obviously the right way to go, though. Just a dickish way of doing it. See, it's not so much that the puzzle itself is impossible. It's that once you figure out the puzzle, doing it is next to impossible for some people like me with disabilities. So I think I'm just gonna call it and say to Greek Vamp, I tried, but I can't get past this one point. Because of disabilities. I can't jump! Jesus fucking Christ. I hate giving up too, though. But I'm going to. I can't even get on that little ledge anymore. Oh. I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it! Woo! That's what impatience gets you. Oh, God, she's hanging herself. That's terrible. Don't do that, love. Don't do that, Numisma. Holy crap. Thank you, Lavathi. I will take my ding of points for not getting that one. Lavathi, you're like scary smart. Let me see. It could be these, or it's something in the Numisma's room that I need to do. It's one or the other. I can't figure it out. Whoa, where did I just... Okay, that was by accident, but all right, I'll take it. I am trying to. Trying very hard. Oh, fuck you, that takes you back down. Don't give me clues. Giving me clues reduces the amount of prize money that he's giving the channel. I'll figure it out sooner or later. This is interesting. There's a fan there. Why is there a fan there? Hold your breath, everybody. Ah, forget it. I'm done. I'm not doing it again. Alright, that's about as far as I'm gonna get, because I am not re-jumping this whole damn thing. That can just all go to hell and die. Oh well, if you guys feel like trying it, it's Greek Vamp's Silent Magnifico. But there is just no way. No way. Go ahead, Volcidol. Please do. I'll be right back. No, you can. I won't try it for the contest again. So you can feel free. Thank you. This is Lady Commander. I believe this is her hideout. It's okay. I am not offended. Not bothered. Okay. Let's look at something else that I had on my list. Let's go to Maggie Mae's snow globe. I wrote this one down. I said it was great effects. What? What? I'm talking to my cat. All right, let's see what else I missed. Okay. Well, I'm impressed that I got as far as I did, honestly. I'm not usually good at puzzles. So, we're in Maggie Mae's house. And it's got tons of effects. 311 effects. 596 items. And look at this. Isn't this incredible? It's like a wonderland. It really is. I think effects for Christmas time. It's just, they go hand in hand, and they're just cool. I love that she used the lights on the snowy trees. All of these are effects. The red and the green, it's really cool. All right, so people put clockwork platforms underneath the snow to make it glow. You could do that with walls too. There's certain types of materials you can use to create that effect, and it's kind of neat. Oh, cool. That's beautiful. Look at what they did. They made the Big Dipper. It's Stabby-Doo. That's a different account. It's exactly spelled like it is for the stream. The account in Housing's Finest Builders is an alt account that I rarely check, unfortunately. Look at the fishies. Cooking some fishes. It's nice cobbled bed. Now I'm like jumping all over everything because I feel like I have to. Like now I feel like I have to explore every nook and cranny in every house. I have to jump. Okay, that's closed off. Thank you. I mean, it was super, super clever. Don't get me wrong, but it's painful because I hate challenges that I can't, figure out. I get stubborn. And I have to walk away because I realize that otherwise I'm going to, be doing that all day long. Oh, look at these great cobbled couches. Excellent. Added floor, it looks like. I don't know, I'll check. Like in Twitch? Twitch or game? Because, not in game because, I'm invisible. I'm in offline, so if you want to mail me, that's probably better. Because when I'm streaming, I tend to go offline so that I don't have things go across my screen that perhaps I don't want to have go across my screen, you know? And I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so if you do a mail, it'd be better. Thank you, though. Sink with the bubble snow. Oh, and they did the trick with the dish rack. Isn't that awesome? You're not dumb. You're fine. I just don't want to spoil it for anyone else. That's the only reason why I am not. Oh my goodness, look at all these cobbles, folks. I'm screenshotting away. Screenshotting away. What is this? Can someone tell me what this is? Is this just the end of one of the dwarven pipes? I think it is. Look at that cabinetry. Did I miss the downstairs? Yeah, it's supposed to be a shower drain, but I mean, like, I didn't know what they used to make the shower drain. Oh, and here's the second floor. And I love the Argonian trellises for vines. Yeah, I can go back. I just wanted to look at this. I'm pretty sure it's a pipe. Yeah, I think it's just a pipe. I like the added floor here. I feel like it's adds a lot of space. Oh, they just had a fountain stuck up in the ceiling. It had nothing to do with the pipe on the bottom. They just put a fountain up above and the fountain just drips down. Because certain fountains have physics, so they will fall in whatever direction they should fall. So you could technically do it with most fountains, as long as you just stick them up there. I'll show you when we are done here. That's just a cup stuck in the wall with a fountain behind it. You could if you can hide it well enough. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you how I did it, and then I can show you different ways. Of course. No, that's what I'm here for, is to show people how to do things. Or I try to. Okay. So this is my sink for the mini build contest. This is actually not a good example. Which did? The fountain stuff? So this is just me using it as using a fountain as a sink. So this isn't really a good example. Let me get to one that's better done. This is my 3 little bears. Oh, okay. Well, then this should help. Mine does not have running water. It's just full of soapy suds. But this one is actually full of water, so. Here we go. So you see, if you sink the Elinhir fountain, thank you, into the wall, and then just put anything in front of it, you've got running water. But you could easily do, I don't know if this fountain does it. Yeah, look at the physics. So you could stick this in the ceiling, have running water. See? So let's do that. Let's stick it in the ceiling, have some running water. And what was it you wanted to have? A vase? I don't know if I have a vase on me. We'll make Debella. Make Debella a spigot. See? There you go. All you have to do is use it in any direction you want it to use it. You just have to bury it into something, if that makes any sense. And then there you go. You could put anything as a spigot, honestly. You could probably do a lot better than what I picked here. Like, if this was a better spigot. Probably is a better spigot. You know? You can use anything. I mean, I don't want to do it on stream and blow it for you. So if you send me a, whoops. If you give me the, if you send me a message, I can go after, and that way I won't blow it for you. But I think that's probably the smallest fountain I know of. Is the Elinhir single fountain. But let me check. I know, we can check. Go into Crown Store and do courtyard and then do fountains here. And then these are the fountains you have to choose from in the game. This is the smallest, yeah. Everything else is pretty much ginormous. This is the smallest fountain you can make. You just have to position it right. You can do it. And these are craftable. I'm just looking at the water physics, like looking at the bottom when I'm shaking it. You can see the swirls of the water going back and forth. It's moving with the proper water physics. Crazy. That's doable. I did it with sand. I'll show you in Cliffshade. But you can do it. You can just dye it. You're gonna have to move it into such a direction that you can hide it in a wall, or you're basically gonna have to build around the fact that it's gotta have those physics to make it go down. There's nothing you can do to curve it. It's gotta go straight down, or you know, the little curve that it already has. That's the best you can do. All right, so this is how I did it with effects. This is my coffee maker, if you can see that. Okay. This is the this is how I faked it with water. Well, that's how you learn. You didn't waste it. You put the time into learning. Trust me. I've wasted many hours. But this is just the sand, the falling sand, and I dyed it brown. So it's going straight down, but that's how I mimicked water / coffee. Mantle. What mantle? This? This wooden one? Yes, exactly. Do you mean the wooden one, or do you mean this machine? Like what? The loading screen. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Cliffshade loading screen. I'm looking. Tell you what, I'll go downstairs and then walk out and then walk right back in, and that way I get I'll get the loading screen coming back in. Because I'm not sure what you're talking about. And it's not showing me the loading screen on Google. Okay, let's see. You mean this wooden mantle here? That's a shelf. I don't think it's exact, but you can, I believe. God, whose house has all of the shelves on the wall? Jesus Christ. It's the same one as here. So this one is actually this is part of the house. I don't think it's exactly craftable. There was somebody who had me check out their home who has a little bit of everything up on the walls so that you could actually see everything. I'm trying to pull open their house. I think it had the name. Oh, no problem. You know, don't feel bad. You're going to learn. And sometimes your ideas as a person who hasn't been influenced by seeing a lot of other things, perhaps, you may come up with things that are completely unique to you. You may be doing something so unique that no one's seen before, and they're going to get blown away when they see it. I just need to know which house. Sorry we're all waiting here while every house I've ever seen is loading. Okay. It was a Matheson. Okay, Cardi. Aw, thank you. Hi. Yeah, no, it's always good to look at other people's stuff. It really is. This is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna go with me not knowing. Sadness. Yes. Oh, Cardi, I showed off your house, your your library house, and somebody was just lost their minds over it. Because they're like, wonder if I could get 2 of those. That would be amazing. I'm like, let me show you something. Oh, I see. Well, some of it is. Maybe it's coffee time. We'll take a stab, because I'm stabby. All right. See you later, Cardi. I'll try. You too. Oh, God. All right. So this is, I believe, I hope, this is the person who was telling me that they have, like, all this stuff in their house as an example. Oh my goodness, I think I'm right. I think it is this house. It is this house. Woo! So Coffee Time's house, this is, you're welcome to come here. I believe it's an open house. Coffee Time's house is a showcase house that shows you every kind of something that you can make. So you could look at them in person and get an idea if there's anything like what you're looking for. And so from my looking at this, no, there is nothing like what you were hoping for. But there's all sorts of different things that you could fake, I suppose. But this was the example. So if should you feel like using it, he did offer that we all... Oh, God! That email went away. Crap! I'm so sorry. If you want to reset it. I didn't mean to... It just left. It just poofed. I'm so sorry. Essentially IKEA, yeah. But this is really helpful. So should you want to see it in real life, there you go. That should hopefully help a little bit. Let's go to Floof's psijic, and then we'll do other things. Hi, Elf Shelf. Hi, Elf on the Shelf. All right, so Floof is really talented. She does amazing aquariums. But the reason why I'm showing you this house is because there's a weird little, but good, recess thing that she did. A lot of people don't do anything with the recesses in this house. Oh, you're welcome. Sorry I couldn't be more help. But look at what she's done. She's put fountains, and they fit perfectly in those little recesses, right? Don't they? This whole house, upside down, hanging. Oh, that's incredible. Upside down, hanging lanterns. So that's this is an elinhir street lamp. That's incredible. This is a wedding lantern along with one of those dark Brotherhood hourglasses combined. I mean, the ideas here are kind of mind-boggling. She did an amazing house. Let's see if there's anything upstairs. I think she kept it simple, if I remember correctly. See, she went pretty simple with this too. I mean, if you look at her sink, it's not very complex, but it's beautiful and it's perfect. And there's the toilet. More of these. And then she put them in these boxed curtains, the Elinhir Royal curtains. Looks even more perfect to me. That's interesting. The under pieces having stuff in them makes me pleased. And then she closed off this room. Somebody was asking me about item count. Well, Floof's at 700 out of 700, so she was stuck at this point. She couldn't build anything else. So what's the best way to do that to deal with that problem is to seal off a room or two so you don't have to decorate them. But these are amazing terrariums. Beautiful, beautiful terrariums. I have terrariums in one of my homes. And this looks like an art school and alchemy school. Maybe it's just the whole thing as a school. It could be. Yeah. I mean, it's psijic artwork is all over, so maybe it's a psijic school. I'm not sure. But look at this. I mean, that's just an eye for art. Thanks for the follow, NHL fan 44. That's like a canopy bed, but weirdly, like, levitated. They've got a bathroom back here. Another fireplace. I'm not getting a good view of this fireplace. I want to take a screenshot of it. There we go. Another sink, another toilet. This house is very pleasing. What was I doing? Oh, I was looking at stuff I was supposed to do. All right. What was I going to show you about? Oh, you know what? We can run over to my Domus Frasticus and I can show you my terrariums real quick while I'm pulling up. Okay, John Blacksad asked me to go back to their houses. He wanted me to go to Moonsugar Meadow, so we'll go there after we check out my Domus and I pick up a present for an NHL fan. NHL fan, are you NA or LA or EU? So this was my school, my Domus Frasticus school, and many of you have seen this before. I'm doing this mainly so that I can show the terrariums and then grab something. So here's my terrarium, used with EHT, and then this one. So all I recommend for your terrariums is, if you do one, is you just put a lot of, what's the word? Movement. So I have no more room for special collectibles. Bite me. So butterflies, pets, plants that move, things like that. That is what I would do. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we're outside. I need to get my zombie out. My zombie has a first name. It's Easy, A-B-I. Ah! Why don't you think for me, Azabi? Why can't you think for me? Not like I think that this is actually going to go through, but should it? Nope, didn't go through. No love. Okay, so I was going to look at it. John Blacksad said that when I visited their home, it was not done yet. So they wanted me to go back. So like I said, today is a corrections day, so we're gonna do that. Go back, fix it. Fix that problem. Okay. Kimmy Maya's also asking me to go to one of her houses. He was only here for like a second, Cromwell. He stopped in and poofed right out. He said he was in between meetings. So you didn't miss much. He was just for seconds, if that. All right. Let me see. Let me read what John Black said about their house. This is an RP house set in Akavir. Outside the mountain. So this is supposedly Akaviri. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is totally different. Good job. Wow. Yeah, look at all this additional greenery. Like, I don't remember it being like this. This is beautiful. This is an effect. The lotus. I like that they're just occasional, you know, they're not everywhere. Just a few here and there. I need to get a reshader. So it just strikes me as a very lush area. But there's stuff going on. Okay, we've got a fish shack. Fishing. A deck. Out to a dock out to a deck. Where you can sleep. And stables. Oh, interesting. Wonder if they're growing rice. I've never seen anyone do a rice paddy, if that's what this is. That's pretty amazing. Good job. Farm. Seriously, I've never seen anyone even come up with the idea to do a rice paddy like that. That's pretty awesome. Yes, very much. Cool idea. All these little nooks. I like them. I am probably going to miss something, though, because this place is kind of big. Not sure if there's a main structure at all, or if this is just all exterior gardening type beautiful area. Or there could be an exterior, or there could be a structure. Oh wow, I remember this now. This was the area that reminded me a lot of the Ewok city. But I can't think of the name of it. Endor? I don't know. Like, Alien are even more snooty than Altmer, aren't they? That's my question. I thought that after meeting the Alien king, but then again, he was a king, so who knows? I thought that meeting the Alien king, you realize that he's like a total stuck-up jerkface, and I kind of got the feeling that he was an exemplar of what they were all like. Snooty. These Christmas lights are all effects, by the way. It's hard to tell because they look so real. Lots of room. Lots of places for people to sleep. Well, kitties. Kitties? There's lots of kitties here. I don't know that it's... I mean, if this is Ayleid, then it's certainly not meant for Khajiit, but... there's kitties here. But perhaps this is a Khajiit area. I'm not sure. I suppose it could be, if you're RPing, it could be pretty much anything you want it to be. Role-playing, for those of you who do not know what RP means. Okay. I think we go up. I gotta admit, this is a little bit of a confusing build for me. Like, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. But it's so interesting, it makes up for it. If you hear engines in the background, it's because it's been snowing for 2 days now. And the people next door are snow blowing. I live in hell. Pretty much my own personal hell, which is cold. Alright, so I feel like we've explored that now. Glad we got that done. Hello, Coffee! I went to your house a little bit ago. I was looking for specific shelves. So you helped with that. Let us go to Research Monkey's Hundings, where they have a nice garden. And I'm out of you. This makes me unhappy. Very unhappy. It did. Alright. I know I kind of do a lot of Research Monkey stuff, but that's because his style is so charming and I really like it. Alright. And I wrote about the gardens in this one. No effects. Full. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Just so arranged so artfully, isn't it? And the crystal cobble fountain. And a stairway up to the top. We will return for that. Another fountain. This house is so beautiful. I remember once when we were when I was exploring a house. Or maybe it was when J Hart was exploring a house and someone started complaining saying that it was so unrealistic that it wasn't believable as a home and therefore it wasn't any good. And I was like, you're an asshole, first off. Secondly, I don't think that houses need to be realistic in this game. I mean, we're talking about a fantasy world. You can do what you want. And that's, you know, it's an escape. Excellent, thank you. I will use it, I'm sure. So there's not a ton over here, but we'll go up top where I think is the view is the most spectacular. We've got a little eating area. You could get your sky shard on. And then a little gardeny, beautiful nook. This is my favorite room in the whole house. This particular, like, for any hundings, this is my favorite view. I mean, it's just so beautiful. You can do so much with this spot. Hey, Swank! This spot is so beautiful. Cool, thank you. Please do. Any way you want. So, there you go. Research Monkeys Hundings. Let me see the next thing I have to fix. Alright, I did that one. Okay. I think I've handled everything but Kimmy Mai might have fixed it. Oh, Kimmy Mai fixed it, so we'll do her main. Her permissions were messed up. I'm just going to stream until my husband gets home. And then I'm going to go eat. I can't believe it's Friday. Like, Fridays are my favorite day. And it's for such a cornball reason. We've got... Well, first off, Fridays are typically pizza night for me, which I love. Crafting up front. But secondly, the other reason why I like it is because it's silly, but it's J Hart. Like, J Hart's weekly housing hike. Like, I could watch housing all day long every day. And, you know, even when I'm not streaming or looking at houses, hey, Kimmy. Kimmy's here. Cheer. What a cool looking character. That's really neat. I'm just gonna look over here. I'm just gonna peek around, make sure I don't miss anything. But, you know, even when I'm not looking at houses in game, working on my houses, buying stuff for money for the houses, you know, I'm occasionally, usually, if I'm watching a stream, it's going to be a housing stream. And I have to be honest, like, when he's doing his fighting streams or he's doing his money-making streams, I lose interest very quickly and I leave, which is terrible of me because a friend wouldn't do that. But, holy crap, I see a ship. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I need to get a spectacular view of this because this looks amazing already. I see it. I see it. Oh my god. I want a good view. Give me a good view. It's not as good a view as I wanted, but look at that. Oh my goodness. That's tremendous. I can't even get it in one view. See, I've always wondered about people who do ship builds. Like, do they know nautical stuff? Like, do they know what ships have? Do they go based off of something? Because if I was going to build a ship, like one of these wood boats, these incredible wood boats, I would want to research for like ever because I suck and I wouldn't do it right. And I would want it to be accurate. And that's so weird of me. I'm just glad that, you know, that people do this stuff. But here I am saying on the one hand that things can be completely fantasy, and yet on the other hand I'm saying I want to research boats to make sure it's accurate. I'm a weirdo. Although it gives me ideas. Maybe I could do the ship that brought my great-grandfather to America. Oh, look at it! So cute. This is gorgeous. This captain's room is gorgeous. I guess they sleep on the chaise? Or maybe they don't sleep in here. This is just an office. So we've got a Breton ship for sure. This is beautiful. And it amazes me, like, you know, the layers that go into ships. And here we go, the treasure. Treasure in the ship's hold. This is amazing. Really good job on just the ship even. I mean, this is just incredible. I think I've seen it now. That's amazing. Beautiful. Gangplank. And look at the other little boat just perched out there. In case you didn't know, this is a good example of how far, I mean, you can build out a lot further than this, but this whole island is just, there's an enormous amount of space that you can build. If you don't own this home, you should get it. That's the truth. Because not only does it have, you know, pretty much constant daytime, but you've got not only the interior of the house you can do stuff with, but all of this ocean area, plus all of the gardened area. You can do so much with it. It's a very valuable home in that sense. It's annoying that it's crown only. But if you're going to buy a crown-only home and you don't own this one, I would say go with this one. My second choice would probably be Pariahs because of the fact that there's so much building over nothing that you can do in Pariahs as well. I mean, it's always the houses that have extreme amounts of, I'm all jumpy today. It's always the houses that have lots of space to build over the scenic areas that I like. Hello! And here is the throne. Very nice. Did I go offline? No. Sometimes I worry. When things get quiet for long enough, I'm just like, I've gone offline, haven't I? And I'm talking to myself. I just know it. Hello, Cultured. I hope she watches this later. I want her to know that I liked it. So, does anyone on know what happened with Hollow City? Because I don't, and I don't really quite get it. Oh, look at the stairway. This is a lot of items. Yeah, this house is huge, and there's so much going on with all of this spiral stairway. I hope I can get up it. I'm not very good at stabby can't jump type stuff. Oh, it's just to look at the library stuff? I'm not going to force myself to get up this. It is neat. Yeah, all I know is the GM got banned because of something that happened with another guild, and then sent a mail out to a whole bunch of different people, and I would think that Thorold might have gotten one because he's a GM. Trophy house, very nice. That they explained what happened, but it wasn't really clear from the email what they were saying happened. Here, another person closed off the back because they need the item count. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's how I started. A chair, a candle, a table. You know, that was it. That's all I had. And I just sat there and went, I'm fucked. Because I knew I was addicted already. It's sort of like when I got bought Skyrim. Here's a good example of what the physics looks like with this particular fountain. So you can stick this almost anywhere and have the water come straight down. I'm assuming that's a toilet, but I'm not sure. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And it was sort of like getting Skyrim when I was like, I can't buy Skyrim because if I buy Skyrim, you'll never see me again. And then, you know, I bought Skyrim and that was it. That was it. They were widowed. Game widowed. That was my ex-husband, though. My current husband isn't like that. Current husband probably would be playing himself. Here's another example of a good sink using that same fountain. So, and shower. I miss it. I miss Skyrim for a couple of reasons, but mainly because I was... Oh, let me tell Gibby. What was I saying? Yeah, there's, oh yeah, exactly. There's some reasons why, I guess the main reason is why I stopped playing was probably because it felt so dead because there was nobody there. But I miss being able to do anything because I did a lot of God mode, etc. And that was the way that I enjoyed the game because I have so many disabilities that it was like one of the few games that I could play and not have to worry about, you know, I can't jump, I can't click, I can't fight, I can't do any of this stuff. You know, I just want to walk around, look at pretty things, be slow, enjoy myself that way. And that was something I just couldn't do. Which throne? Oh my god, it's the Game of Thrones throne. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out, Holmarian. I can't believe I missed it. Yeah, all sorts of stuff like that. I got a house that I absolutely adored. In one version, I downloaded one, and it was incredible. I don't know. Oh, J-Heart's doing the EU houses. I will do the fixing EU mistakes that I have made in a future broadcast. Let us go to Wurs Exorcised and get that done because I'm trying to get through this list that I had. Wur is super talented. Like, lots of cobbles, lots of great ideas. Very, very nice. All right. So this is Wur's Exorcised, which is completely redone to be less, not scary. It's got a freestanding structure or three or something. The floor has been redone. The shape feels different. This is another one of those amazing houses that is such a gift because it gives so much more than it actually looks like it gives. But a nice little room for sitting by the fire. Protect yourself from the weather outside, though, with this nice sturdy tent. And then the main cabin is now turned into this lovely little snuggly room, really. And a very expensive one at that. I'd be like, you know how much I paid for those pillows? I'm not putting them on the floor. Oh, look how beautiful that scene is. Lovely. And then this is the mausoleum or something. Beautiful use of the sea view, which a lot of people don't realize that they have access to. And here's the exit / pond at the back. Wonder if they went up, because you can build really high in this build as well. In this house. But I guess not. They made this just temple, which is beautiful. Covering with the vines is really nice too. Did I miss something in back? I feel like I may have missed something. No. Okay. So this is one of the incredible things that you can do. What was I going to show you guys? There was something of mine I was going to show you. But I can't remember what it was. Let's get a cyrodiilic done. And this is Zendira's cyrodiilic. Zendira uses a lot of effects, but Zendira also changes her builds fairly often, so it's possible that it's not the same thing that I was looking at when I saw it. So if it's changed, I apologize. I should really be working, like, for my real job. This snow is just getting me down. Alright, so here we go. This is Zendira's cyrodiilic. It is part of the Clue game that she runs, but it's just completely redone. It's hard to put words on some of these houses. It creates just so much more space. Now, I would change the color of this pool, but this is really an interesting use of perrite. So this is totally restructured. But Zendira likes her really strong colors, but I probably would have changed that. This is what it looks like without. So you've got the smoke coming up. But there you go. And this links to her Clue room. Violet Baby's Coldharbour. We're going to do another freestanding. We're almost done. Some of these are like less lax, and I don't want to do them when less lax isn't on. We do have a favor we can do. Probably in game, just send me a mail. And I won't delete it this time. Sorry. So this is a gorgeous, amazing freestanding in Coldharbour, but there's also some nice touches around the edges too. But here you go. Because, you know, I'm thinking Stargate. Just saying. That's what I'm thinking. So this is a giant Egyptian theme pyramid, which is again why I think it's Stargate. Because in Stargate, the guys who traveled around in the pyramids were ancient Egyptians also, quote unquote. Here's treasure. It's just, you know, the things that people come up with kind of amaze me. Oh, it was a trap. It was a trap. I was trapped. They got me. I'm not sure if I can get through. It's a trap. Pyramids did have traps in them. To foil thieves. Can't really blame them. They didn't want all their stuff stolen. Alright, where's the rug? Gotta be careful here, not fall through the rug. Thanks for the follow, Willow95 ESO. If you're on NA, give me your name and I'll send you a prezi. So those were traps. We're not going to fall into those this time. All sorts of craziness going on. Yeah, okay, here's the Stargate. There you go. This is Stargate. Okay. 2 Stargates. Willow95, you got it. There you go. Present sent. And now we rule the world. This is really astonishingly good. And then I think that's it. So let's do one more hub and then we'll call it. Even though hubby's not home, I want to get some rest. I'm not feeling 100% ever. So let's see. Let's do a big one to end with. So we'll do Elder Scrolls TV's Moonsugar Meadow. And away we go. Okay, here we go. So we've got 14 effects, 480 out of 700 items, and you can see where the effects start is out here with this pitch black sky. And we go through some sort of portal to... Wow, this is beautiful. Hard to believe that this is moonsugar, but it is. Look at that. This is incredible. All this daedric rock and blue colored stuff going on. And wow, this is just wild. I'm afraid of traps now. I've got this whole like jittery thing going on with fear of traps. I can't believe this. This is insane. It's beautiful. This is crazy. And expensive. I can't imagine how much this cost. For all these achievement trees alone, the handfast trees. Amazing. And beautiful. Oh my god, there's like 4 different ways to go. Ah, shit, I fell down. But at least we know where it's going. It's over here. So I can try to get in from behind. Or over. Okay, so this is just Numisma's little spot. I'll admit it, I've lost my sense of direction in this place now. Okay, so this is a portal to go to Earth-Tear. Got a beautiful blue aether up there. With the waterfall. That's insane. Does no one else see this insanity other than me? Because this is just mind-blowing. What a one to end on. Alright, so this is the main way up to this incredible waterway with waterfalls and a beautiful lake of aether. This is insane. Okay, I would like to point out, this is 480 items. That's it. That's insanity. Look at all of the handfast trees, and it's still only 480 items. This is absurd. And I still haven't gotten over to that other section yet. That's really weird. Beautiful and crazy. And this is the scenic waterfall at the center of everything. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning because I think that'll be the fastest way to get over to that side area. Yep, I was right. Wow. I have tried to do this. You see this circle firework kind of thing? I don't know how they did it because those are straight. So trying to make something curved with very straight items is very hard to do. And so I'm super impressed by it and don't know how they did it. Beautiful. Look at that water crashing over the rocks. Somebody likes blue glowies. I'll say that. Amazing. This is incredible. Okay. So I'm going to call it. Sorry. But have a good one. Just so you know, oh, let me dump you off into J Heart. I apologize for this. I know it's a pain in the ass when people do this, but I have to do it because he's my friend and it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
Kind of have a
You're gonna hear double for a second.
I'm here, just kind of to feed into the alchemy, right?
And there we go.
You don't, Blood Circuits here, don't like the bird. Poor bird, poor bird. Going with a really dark backdrop on that too. I don't think there are visual effects here, so that might be using the coldharbour holder. Very well might be. Stabby Doom, oh my goodness. Stabby Doom is an amazing streamer. You should definitely go follow Stabby Doom at twitch.tv/Stabby Doom if you have not. There's lots of houses. Knows the ins and outs of housing. Thank you, Stabby.